What's good, people? Flowwood here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between a hard drive and an SSD. The hard drive was used on many machines such as desktop and laptop computers, video game consoles such as the PlayStation 3 and next gen console Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You see, my thing is about hard drives, they have moving parts. The hard drive is what controls the machine, and the hard drive is what controls the software. You see, like over the years, people had many problems why their computers are slow or slowing down on them. Well, the internet connection has nothing to do with that because the internet is going to basically always be slow. It's going to lose connection for like brief seconds or minutes because it's controlled by the internet service or cable company, whatever there is that you're using. But if you're using other software besides your internet browser, editing or something like that, and it's becoming very slow, it is making your computer slow, and you're just basically blaming your computer for everything that's the reason why it's slow, even despite of updating your software like Windows 7, Windows 8, OS Lion, Mountain Lion, or something like that. Well, you can update it. It's going to make your computer fast, but for a little while. Later on, it's going to be right back slow again. I had many conversations with people about they they want to um use the RAM to speed up their computer and say that the RAM is the better use than the SSD. But what people don't realize that you can't they can't rely on the RAM to do everything for the computer. It's not going to speed up all your software like if you're using After Effects or Photoshop or Sony Vegas or Final Cut Pro or something like that. It's not going to speed up all of your software, just certain ones that I don't pretty much know about. So the SSD is a helping hand for the RAM. The hard drive what controls the computer. The hard drive is what controls all the software, not the RAM. The RAM is just for a temporary speed, but it's not going to make your entire computer fast. You're going to need an SSD for that. So you can't basically say that the RAM is a better use than the SSD. The RAM and SSD is worth both to having in your machine. If you don't want to spend like thousands of dollars for a new computer, you can just buy a RAM or buy SSD. But don't go for the lowest type of SSD that you're going to quickly run out of space. Like so far as 32 gigabytes, that's going to run out of space quickly. You can go for like 120 or 256 or something like that. Or if you want to be lucky, you can basically get 512 gigabytes. It's pricey, but it's gonna be worth having a lot of space, a lot of speed, and a lot of power. You see, the hard drive. My point is about the hard drive, even though it has a lot of space, but it's very slow. It's very slow. It slows your computer down in some of the software that you're using. The Final Cut Pro, when I downloaded that 2 years ago, when it first came out, that software was really slow. It was so slow, it made my entire computer slow. And that would cause me to jump back to iMovie. And I also realized that when I was using Adobe software such as After Effects, I never clicked into Photoshop. When I was using After Effects, that was slow as well. But that was 3 years ago. I was using that. I was starting to get into, doing some visual effects or something like that. But it's been 3 years since I done that, and I stopped doing it now, and I forgot. I forgot how to do visual effects again. I wasn't doing big time visual effects. I was just doing some like visual effects for intros that I was making on my old channel, Lorenzo 6320, which is still active. My point I'm trying to make is I know I said that I thought Macs were better than PCs because they're a lot more faster. The operating systems are more better, and the editing softwares and basically don't catch virus. Even though it doesn't catch virus, I never caught a virus on my 17-inch MacBook Pro that I had for 3 years, and it still worked. I never had to take it to the Apple Store or any place to get it fixed. I basically took care of this computer like it was my baby. You see, the PC, on the other hand, well, the only way if you don't want to get a virus on a PC, you're gonna have to get a Norton 360, a virus protector or something like that. Just to protect your PC or Windows for from getting a virus. But so far as my things on SSDs is basically will make your machines a lot more faster, and as well as for the PlayStation 3 as too, and Xbox One and PlayStation 4. X and the one thing is, I'm very confused by when the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 comes out. Yes, they're gonna be awesome consoles, but hard drives, oh man, I don't know how difficult. I don't know how difficult those and fast how the consoles will be or something like that. And I thought, I really think that they should, put some SSDs into it or something like that. But I know they ain't gonna do that, Like, and it's up if you want an SSD in your console with the PlayStation 3 or Xbox One or PlayStation 4, I guess you're just gonna have to buy it yourself now because hard drives still gonna be in machines as we all speak, computers. But I know for Retina MacBook Pros, they have SSDs. But I know they pricey, but it's worth having the power, speed, and space. Nah, I don't know why I'm saying space. Just power and speed and big space. I'm kidding. But seriously though, the power, speed of SSD is gonna basically make your life 100 times easy if you're basically working, studying, editing. If you like making YouTube videos, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be very, very, very quick that your video is gonna be uploaded just like that. Or even when you're turning on your computer, it's going to be fast like a race car. Or if you turn on all of your software as well as all of them at the same time, boom, like a race car. And as well as the video game consoles, the PlayStation 3, the next gen Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, they're gonna be pretty much fast as well too. Even is when you just have bought a new game for the PlayStation 3 that I know the game is gonna install, and it takes like 8 to 15 minutes or something like that, or 20 minutes to install the game. But if you have an SSD, it's gonna basically take like 5 minutes to install. But I don't know, but that's the way how it works. That's my thoughts is about the difference between a hard drive and SSD. I hope you all enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and peace to y'all.